Mary Schatschneider, where are you from?
I'm from Cranbrook, BC.
How far is it?
Well, it's only 4 hours from Calgary, but I actually just moved here in July.
Okay. And did you move here for a job? What do you do for a living?
A living? Nothing. I'm an unemployed comedian, so...
I enjoy that. So, is that what you'll be doing for us today?
It sure is.
We will be absolutely patient and generous, won't we, audience? Take it away, Mary Schatschneider.
So yes, I'm Mary Schatschneider, and I know that's a lot to take in all at once, so I like to break it down for people. Schat is cat in French, Schneiders are a type of hot dog wiener, so Mary Schatschneider becomes the virgin cat wieners. And like I said, I'm from Cranbrook, BC, where there is currently an overpopulation of white-tailed deer in and around the city, so the government is talking about introducing a deer contraceptive. Now the problem with that is we can't get human males to put on condoms. How are they going to get them on the deer? Like I said, I'm from a small town. When I say a small town, I mean a small town. Like our buildings top out at 3 stories. So you know Spider-Man would never move there. He would just like stop the Zellers and his butt would drag on the ground, and that's not helpful at all. And I just moved here to the big city of Calgary. Yep. First 4 days here, I was approached by what I'm pretty sure was a murderer. I was standing downtown hailing a cab, and I watched this vehicle go the wrong way down a one-way and then pull immediately up to the curb I was standing on. And he's like, "Hey, you looking for a cab?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm Gypsy Cab." Now, I watch a lot of CSI. So I took note of his face, his hair color, the clothes he was wearing, the rust on the side of his white 94 Jimmy with the falling off running board and what appeared to be blood on the front bumper. And then when I did get in with him, I scratched him, you know, safety first, got his DNA, got his DNA. Yeah, I'm not really afraid of the big city. I've got my pepper spray, I've got a little whistle. But what I am afraid of is the dark, and I pretty well always have been. My mom figures that's because before I would go to bed, she would always shout, "Nightmare!" As I've been growing up, I've been finding it's the little things your parents say that really needle their way into your lives. Like I couldn't have been more than 5. I was with my dad and we were skipping rocks into a lake or something, and I picked up this one rock and I hurled it as far as I could into the middle of the lake. My dad turns to me and he says, "Mary, do you have any idea how long it took that rock to get up there? You just set it back about 500 years. So I got this strange empathy for everything. Like I have to use my pens in a certain order so that none of them feel left out. My little Batman action figures, I held a support session between the heroes and villains because I made them fight when they could have been friends. And you know those tiny little scraps of toilet paper on the end of the little cardboard roll? If I don't use those, they haven't completed their life's purpose, and I just can't have that on my shoulders, so... I'm Mary Schatschneider.
Definitely Marty's field. I was laughing, but you know, there are certain movies that I find funny that I know are absolutely not funny. But there were really well crafted, really well executed and delivered jokes in there. There were also a couple of but I'm going to turn it over to Marty. What did you think, Marty?
Well, I think it's the most daunting thing in the world, stand-up. I've never done it. You know, I do another thing, but I find it unbelievably daunting, and it is true. My favorite part of your stuff is that it became personalized. It became about you. Became about your journey, particularly the stuff about is that guy a murderer? Because it becomes uniquely you. You're so charming, and you're so lovely in your delivery. I think it is. You have to be tricky. I mean, you have to be careful that because the thing about jokes is if one doesn't land, people aren't really listening to the next one and the one after that because they still think one doesn't land and it kind of affects it. I think you did a great job getting tough things to do.
Yeah, my turn, I guess, Mr. Comedian Stephen here. I believe you have what it takes. Your content didn't make me laugh as much as I wanted to. But your delivery, your confidence as well is apparent, and I really love it. So immediately, stand-up comedy is a daunting thing, and so I would love to see you work a lot more in your content. But I just want to let you know that you do have something special.
I think we're ready to vote. Marty, what do you think?
Well, again, I think that it's the hardest thing out there. That and ventriloquism.
You saw what happened to her.
And I am going to say yes.
Stephanie?
Yes.
Because it is so courageous, and because I love to laugh, and because you made me laugh, it is absolutely a yes for me.